Buyers decide how they feel about your home in seconds, and sellers aren't even thinking about these things oftentimes. So there's 4 things to really keep in mind, and I'll go through them as fast as I can. The 4th one is, I've never seen it on a list, but the first one is the most obvious smell. Well, it's most obvious to the buyer because they're gonna smell right away, but not to you. So I would definitely, especially if you have pets, but even if you ever gone on vacation and then like 3-4 days later you walk in your house, you're like, I didn't know my house smelled like this. Well, the buyers smell it right away. So I would definitely, get a second opinion, have a friend, neighbor come in and say, hey, do you smell my cats? Do you smell my dogs? And get that honest opinion, because if they're smelling it, everyone who walks in the house is. And then the second one is lighting. So I know I've been in so many homes and everyone has this level of lighting that they're comfortable with. For a showing and getting your house ready, your comfort level, like, it doesn't have anything to do with anything. Like, open all the windows, all of the blinds, all of the curtains. Odd enough, you can even do it in bathrooms, but definitely, we just automatically usually keep the blinds shut and the drapes shut in bedrooms. You want to open them up, open everything up. When it brings in the light, it just makes the place feel bigger and cleaner or fresher because there's sunlight coming in. So open all the windows and turn on all the light bulbs, all the lamps, all the overheads, just bright. Make that house bright for showings, if at all possible. The third one's clutter. And just like lighting, everyone has a different version of what clutter means, right? So, for some people, a decluttered kitchen is when when the counter's been cleaned off and everything's been pushed back towards the wall. So they'll have just a sheer wall of toasters and salt and pepper shakers and knife holders and all of the things. For showings, and especially for photos, you want a kitchen that looks like a magazine, like nobody actually really lives there. Maybe a bowl of fruit and a coffee pot. And that's it. Like, if you can find a home for all of your other appliances, that would be the best thing to do. Just because the less clutter, the better. Bathrooms, not even your toothbrushes. They don't want to know other people live there. So pretty hand soap, period, and we're done. And then the 4th one that I've never seen on a list, but if you can put a new lock in your front door, the number of homes where people have lived there, like say 15, 20, 30 years, and they know that you gotta jimmy the door a little bit, and you gotta pull hard when you put the key, whatever it is. They're used to that front door being idiosyncratic. Shocking enough, the number of homes where they don't even have a key for the front door and we have to make up something. I don't know. So, but a new dock, because here's the funny thing, and cleaning the door, and if you can, painting the front door, because while your poor agent is standing there trying to figure out the iBox or trying to look up on their phone for the, the 4-digit code to get into the little lock, whatever it is, they're standing there trying oh my God, can I just find the code? Or, will this app work on my phone? The buyers are spending the most time standing there at your front door, staring at your front door, looking, is it shabby looking? How hard was it for the agent to get in the door? I mean, that's bad feng shui right there anyway, but they probably stand staring at your front door than they do any part inside your house. So just have it a little clean there while that poor agent's trying to figure out the code and trying to get the app to work. So those are the 4 things, smell, lighting, clutter, and just what are they looking at when they're standing there for 2 minutes while the agent's trying to find the 4-digit code in their phone in some email they can't find anymore. Now, if you live in the Kansas City area and you'd like me to walk through your house, you're getting ready to sell, and you're like, I don't even know where to start. I'll be kind, I'll be sweet. You don't even know I've never seen a house that looked like the house I grew up in. So there's no judgment, because we're all just trying to live our lives, and a house where we live our lives and a house where we have it ready for showings, 2 different things. So if you live in the Kansas City area and you'd like me to do a walkthrough and kind of give you some tips on how to make the most money out of your house, aka how to get it ready for sale, I'm happy to do that. Just text or PM or put in the comments seller, and we'll get connected, and I'll in a kind and gentle way, I'll help you out.